I'm here with Darcy Cantor, sales associate extraordinaire and also an artist in her own right. And I just wanted to get a quick little interview with her about her interactions with the public and their general reaction to a mural being done in CC Lowe's parking lot. So with no further ado, Darcy.
Hi, I'm Darcy. I'm a Clark University graduate in studio art and communications. I do plenty of art on my own, all kinds of different stuff, mostly etching, carving, burning, gluing, spraying, anything.
Sniffing.
Anything. I'll try it. Well, working here, you can't not try everything. It's always like, oh, I could do this and I could do that, and you're never done shopping because you're always here. But yeah, I mean that's me, I guess. I still live in Worcester. I don't know. I guess that sums me up.
I was curious over the past couple of months since the beginning of the mural to its completion, what the general reaction from patrons has been. People
love it. Absolutely love it, especially when you guys are working on it. I remember the first day Ben was working on it, a family took a family photo in front of the galaxy, and I thought that was really cute. And it kind of made me think that people will do that more in the future too. And I know when I go to a city and I see a cool piece, I'll take a picture of it or see people taking pictures in front of it and whatnot, and people really appreciate it. I mean, all of our customers are artists, so it's everyone appreciates the artwork and everything.
Has anybody inquired or have you gotten in any discussions as far as the idea of doing more projects like this in Worcester? Does it seem like there's support for that?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. People love it. I'm trying to think. I mean, I love that it opens the can of worms. I end up having this conversation a lot, actually, with people. Who gets to decide what everyone looks at in the city? Is it just the architects or just the city council and everything? Or can the artists have a say? So that really, I love to talk about that. I mean, a lot of the people I've talked to are artists too, and they do their own graffiti or they do their own murals and whatnot, and they would love to. They always want to get in on it. And like I said, it's who gets to decide what we look at? People should express themselves, and
because there's actually a city ordinance that stipulates that there needs to be. They claim there has to be some sort of permission if you're going to have something in public display.
Yeah. I didn't even really know too much about that before I read about this mural, and someone wrote a paper on it, and it's like, oh really? It could get painted over, huh? That's brutal.
Well, it's private property. We got permission from the landlord.
Yeah, and that's what I was under the impression too. If we sanctioned it and everyone's gung ho about it, all of our customers love it. The people who go to the salon next door. I mean, no one doesn't like it. And if they did, they wouldn't say anything about it or care enough to make people paint it over.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that's just too bad. I feel like, there's a lot of colorful murals in the city already, but, there's a lot of buildings that could definitely use.
So could you speak a little more about, to the fact that it, the fact that there's a mural out there literally has changed the environment, it's changed people's attitudes of how do you think that that people feel, how has it changed their perspective of their environment living in Worcester? What sort of impact do you think that has?
I think people get excited about it. Especially when it's in progress. People look at it and oh, what's going on over there? And we always say that we're set back from the street, so it draws people's eyes in. When I take people on tours of Worcester, people who are visiting me, I'm from Connecticut, so when people come to visit me in Worcester, I was like, oh, look at this, and we go downtown and we'll see that that jazz mural and the Wayfinder and all this stuff, and Worcester, at least they have the Arts Council, they have Cultural Coalition, they have people who are trying to help out the arts in the city. But yeah, I think it's always positive. It's either neutral or positive. It's never negative, oh, there's too much color, unless it's a stupid, selfish, disrespectful tag of, Juggalo, star, whatever. It's if it's artwork and not just, scribbling and anything disrespectful, then I don't see why anyone would have a negative view of it.
Cool.
But,
Well, we're hoping to, you know, there's a fairly large artist community in Worcester, and we're really hoping, I've been discussing with you guys as well, that we want to do more projects like this.
Yeah.
And, you know, we already have a little bit of support from Montana Paints, so.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I'm a big believer that if we get a few more of these under our belt, then we can start marketing it to other artists working in the country that are
Yeah.
doing work like this, and really put a, give Worcester a really positive spotlight that is, that says, hey, we're a town that is conducive and supportive of cultural initiatives like this, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason not to do that, especially because I feel like it might even like help our economy. I mean, people would come here if they knew there was tons of art everywhere. It'd give just another like push for people to kind of like check out the city and, you know, have these, you know, kind of checkpoints of different, you know, areas with cool pieces so people could, you know, make their way around the city.
Well,
and
fashion
take a look
usually,
at.
fashion and other urban trends and economy tend to follow movements
Yeah.
like this. So that's why I believe, that's why I'm a big believer, is if we get more artists coming here to work here, and we're supportive of that, the business will follow as well. It'll just create more spotlight on Worcester. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely helped with our business, and a lot of people, when it first started, especially, people said, you know, like, I thought you guys were a stuffy little stationery shop, or I thought you were a card shop just from the facade. And then once they kind of saw that we were trying to like branch out and like at least, you know, like have some color on the building, get people in here, and you know, just something more.
Well,
to
hopefully
look at.
it'll definitely draw people in and
Yeah, oh yeah. It
increase
already
your
has.
business too. So
Mhm.
that's a really positive start. So
Yeah.
we're definitely excited about doing more projects in the future, and I'd just like to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to give me some feedback on this.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Awesome,
Thanks
thanks.
for the addition to our wall.
Thanks, Darcy. Bye.